In today's video, we're giving our breakfast nook a cozy refresh. Here's a look at the before. When we first bought this house, the space looked completely different. There was a countertop here, and a few years ago, we removed it and turned it into a breakfast nook where we could gather around the table and enjoy meals together. Back in 2023, I came across a photo on Pinterest that completely inspired the refresh today. I fell in love with the bench cushion and spent months searching for a fabric with a similar color and pattern. Then in 2024, I finally found one at Joann. Of course, life got busy and we never got around to making the cushion. And I slowly collected other pieces for this refresh over time. So today we are finally bringing all of those ideas together and making the space feel complete. I have always wanted to add wallpaper to these white walls and add a little bit more character and design to the nook. About 4 months ago, I reached out to Livettes because I loved their wallpaper designs, and I'm so happy that they were interested in partnering with me on this refresh. This was actually our first time ever wallpapering anything in our house, so we were going into this with zero experience. I ended up choosing a custom wallpaper and was able to customize the colors to get exactly the look I wanted. They also sent samples beforehand so I could see the colors and texture in person, which was really helpful. We decided to go with the peel and stick option. I really love the quality of this wallpaper. The canvas-like texture gives it such a high-end look, and it's easy to clean too. Installing the wallpaper was definitely an adventure. We watched several videos before starting, and one tip that helped us was using painter's tape to support the wallpaper while peeling away the backing paper. I also picked up a wallpaper toolkit from Amazon that came with the smoothing tool, which helped quite a bit. But our house is almost 100 years old, and apparently none of these walls were straight. The corners were definitely not 90 degrees. Since the walls are in perfectly smooth or square, installing the wallpaper ended up being much harder than we expected. By the end of it, I think my husband had a full wallpaper-induced headache. After we finished wallpapering all the walls, we decided to give the ceiling and window trim a fresh coat of paint. Next, it was time to install the light fixture. I actually thrifted this lampshade last summer, and the moment I saw it, I pictured it hanging right here in this breakfast nook. I paired it with a pendant light kit from Amazon, and it ended up being exactly what the space needed. Since our wallpaper trimming wasn't exactly perfect, we decided to add ceiling molding. Not only did it cover some of our mistakes, but it also added so much depth and character to the nook. I also took this opportunity to repaint the green walls because after months of everyday life, there were plenty of little scratches and marks that needed touching up. Of course, no refresh would be complete without a few DIY projects. The first project was this picture frame. It originally had a silver finish, but I wanted to look more like wood so it would coordinate with the other artwork going in this space. I used antique wax to completely transform the finish. I also get asked all the time how I make custom picture frame matting, so I thought I'd share the process. For this matting, I'm using a striped fabric from an old pillow cover. I cut the fabric a few inches larger than the paper backing and trimmed the corners so they're easier to fold. Then I use hot glue to attach the fabric, making sure the stripes stay straight as I work. Once the fabric is attached, I cut the center opening where the picture will go. Fold everything neatly to the back and glue it down. Since this photo is so small, I'm using painter's tape to secure it in place so it doesn't move around inside the frame. Next, it was finally time to make the bench cushion. Since I don't own a sewing machine and hand sewing a cushion this size would take forever, my husband suggested using heat and bond hem tape. This was actually my first time trying it, and I was surprised by how easy it was to use. All we had to do was line up the fabric, place the hem tape between the folds, and use an iron to activate it. The heat melts the adhesive and bonds the fabric together. Honestly, it reminded me a lot of hot glue, just in tape form. The last DIY project was creating these pinch pleated cafe curtains. The fabric itself was already a cafe curtain, but I wanted to create that soft pinch pleated look for this space. All you need are clip rings and a fabric you love. I personally like having a ruffled header, so I leave extra fabric above the clip. After measuring everything to fit the window, I fold over the extra fabric. Pinch sections along the top and clip the rings into place. I usually eyeball the spacing, but you can absolutely measure if you want everything perfectly even. You can also iron the pleats to help them keep their shape, but I usually just clip the bottom for a few hours to hold the shape and create a more relaxed look. With all the projects finished, it was finally time to decorate. One of my favorite finds was this wooden side table from TJ Maxx. It was only $40 and ended up being the perfect size for this little corner. Then I brought out all the pieces I've been collecting over the years and started styling the space. This breakfast nook is really small and it's really hard to record in here. That's why I'm filming everything from the same direction. And here's how everything came together. I honestly love how cozy and collected this nook feels now. Every little detail from the wallpaper to the bench cushion to all the thrifted and vintage inspired touches helped bring my vision to life. And my favorite view is actually in the evening. Once the light is on and everything starts to glow, the entire space feels warm, inviting, and complete. If you enjoyed today's makeover, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps support my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.